What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 1 a.m. podcast. I'm Rashad Milligan here with my co-host, Jelani Easley and Mo Knowles. Fellas, how are you guys doing?
Feeling great. How are you?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling like a new title. I feel like I got a new title, you know what I'm saying? But, it's been a great week. And Mo, how about yourself, sir?
And been pretty good. I can't complain, dog. Another pod.
I love how when we start these podcasts, we act like we weren't just talking in the lobby beforehand.
Right.
Hey, you guys, just happened to run into you on camera.
I never think of that, of it just feels like a different type of energy once you press record. I don't know, for me it does. It feels like a different world. But
this is the fourth wall, that's what they say.
Yeah, fourth word. Like it's like you black out or whatever. But anyways.
Quick random. Bro, you remember when we went to New Orleans on that college tour? And I wasn't gonna bring up the mall situation, but bro, do you remember when we went to that one college? And I think you was like next to me, bro. And one of the ladies was like, I was like, "Oh, where you from?" And I was like, "Oh, you from the Fifth Ward, huh?" Bruh, she was like, "Boy, don't play with me. You don't know nothing about no Fifth Ward." I was like, "Yo." She was like a cafeteria lady. I was like, "All right, let me chill."
Yeah, it must have been Dillard, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it Dillard.
Because I think Dillard was like the only. No, we went to another HBCU. I just can't remember. We went to Dillard, and then we went to Xavier.
Xavier.
Did we go to Grambling?
Nah.
Okay. So we only went to 2 colleges that entire time?
Because
we didn't go to LSU.
Xavier's in New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't that trip like mad short? Wasn't it? We was only there for like 2 days.
Yeah, we were there for 2 days. But I mean, the Florida trip was 2 days.
Yeah.
And we went to like 4 schools down there.
Nah, facts.
I was just talking about that trip, ironically, last night when talking about, I guess, my journey or whatever, because people were asking how I got to cover, the NBA and stuff. And then so I was like, well, I went to Valdosta State from, this college tour that we took our senior year of high school. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy the first time I talk about it in years. I talk about it the very next day again. And I guess the thing I want to talk about now are the fraudulent NBA players. It's 18 former NBA players, if you haven't seen the reports, that have been arrested and charged with. Wow, they've been arrested? I didn't even read that part. It was crazy because, Big Baby made the video and stuff like that. And when he made the video, I was just like, oh, like, he's still free. Like, this is a trial. I didn't know they were arrested. So
he made a video.
Yeah, he made a video, bro. Hold on. I got to pull this up.
By the way, I want to say, what a segue from college tours to fraud. The transition.
Yeah, you know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. Hold on. I got to read the 18 players. And then my boy was talking about a couple of these dudes. You got Milt, Palacio, Sebastian Telfair, Antoine Wright, Darius Miles, Ruben Patterson, Eddie Robinson, Gregory Smith, Glenn Davis, Jamario Moon, Terrence Williams. Oh, no, Terrence Davis is the guy I'm thinking about. I'm like, he just got in the league. Allen Anderson, former Hawk. Tony Allen, Shannon Brown, Will Bynum, former Hawk. Melvin Ely, Chris Douglas Roberts, CDR, and Tony Wharton. So, Roden. And, my boy, he was saying he knew something was up with Jamario because that man used to be in LA Fitness all the time hooping. So he knew something was up with him because he was like, bro, like, you ain't trying to push for a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was out the league for a couple of years at that point. So he was just at LA Fitness just hooping because, he lived in Atlanta. And
of all these people, bro, Darius Miles, it's like his only good moment getting drafted, bro. Like in that movie he did, The Perfect Score, bro. That was my movie, bro, with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, Darius Miles doesn't he have the podcast? Oh, go ahead.
I didn't know Darius Miles did a movie with Scarlett Johansson. This was not something that crossed my radar. I didn't know that.
Oh, you never seen The Perfect Score? It's like, bro, it's like, what's her name? It's Scarlett Johansson, him, and it's a few other people, and they're all cheating on trying to get the perfect score on the SAT.
This
Chris Evans.
2004. Never saw this in my life, bro. I swear to God, I know Darius.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never seen it. Oh, I know this movie. Bro.
Yeah.
You don't know this movie, Jelani? I know this movie, bro.
I know a lot of 2000s movies, a lot of old movies, bro.
I know this movie, bro, because I remember this fit. I don't really remember the movie. But I remember that fit. Dang,
bro, I had that on DVD. Yeah, I used to watch that movie all the time.
But this man has a podcast, like a pretty popular podcast. He doesn't even need this. Like
the Darius Miles throwback jersey, what's a throwback now, but the Darius Miles jersey, like in the early 2000s, was a staple. You know what I mean? Like that's a classic.
Well,
that Clipper jersey is a classic. Yeah, his career didn't pan out how people thought it was going to pan out because of injuries and stuff like that. But from a cultural standpoint,
coldest magazine basketball cover, bro. Coldest.
Yeah, that's an era.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough, bro. And they try to remake it with these boys. It's a pretty cool remake too. I mean, because these dudes fitted. They fitted that Clipper culture. And they like traded all of them away. It's pretty sad to see, but I really rock with them. But yeah, Darius Miles, he has like the Knuckleheads podcast. It's a pretty popular podcast. You know, it's not like he's hurting, or I'd assume he's not.
You don't know who people owe. Like these people, you gotta think these people coming to the league, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, especially during that era. Like I think the players are more financially responsible and like because there's been so many stories of players messing their money up, you got more caution, I think, from the players, and they probably did during that era. Like they coming in during the, BMF era, like we in the club spending money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them guys.
It wasn't the same money 444 era.
Yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't the the rise and grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know about stocks and bonds era like now.
Right. You're right.
I remember Steven Jackson was talking about how he used to spend all his money on nothing but strippers.
Yeah.
He was trying to live like rappers.
Yeah.
Here's your boy, Big Baby, man. Don't believe all that shit on the internet. I will have my day in court. They just mad because a black man got money, man. Trying to keep a black man down, man. Hey, man, shout out Rollo, man. All them people, man, getting money, man. My shit legal, man. A lot of jump shots. A whole lot of jump shots.
Nah, that's the video. That's the video from when he got caught with the weed charge.
Oh, this is an old video?
That's from a few years ago. He had he had like a weed charge, like a distribution.
Oh, so he's just been in this multiple times.
Yeah, that was a totally different. So I guess he had beat that charge or something, but
why he shout out Rollo?
Hey man, maybe he plugged in connect. Like I said, he got hit with like a weed distribution charge. So I don't know what he was. Maybe I don't know.
If when you said the weed distribution, I was like, oh, so you was out here moving weight with Rollo. But they said he was like the plug. They said like when he got locked up, they said it was like slow in Atlanta for like a good little minute. Cause I mean, you saw how much he got caught with. I think it was like $3 million in weed.
Yeah.
Dang, Big Baby. I had no idea that was an old video.
Yeah, that was from when he like I say, Big Baby, actually a hot boy.
Dang,
the only person I'm disappointed with on this list is Tony Allen. I'm like, they done retired the jersey. Like everybody else.
Yeah, they treat you well, bro, in the city. They treat them well in Memphis.
Yeah. It's a lot to analyze here. We spoke on Darius Miles already. Shannon Brown is with Monica. Now
he had a reality TV show.
I'm not trying to judge their finances. I don't like pocket watching, you know what I mean? But like Monica had a lot of hits. I feel like if things really got that bad, like he could get a loan from his girl. They don't gotta come to that. I don't want none of them to do jail time. I support scamming the government and scamming big corporations. So I don't like people scamming like other people and like credit card swiping and stuff like that. But you scamming the NBA, they make billions, bro. Like, you know, let's say that.
And it was only $4 million. So they wasn't really doing like, cause that's a lot of names for y'all to only have scammed out 4 million. So they wasn't doing numbers, you know.
Sebastian stay in something, man. That's just what I would think. I'm like, this man Sebastian, he just got out on something a couple years ago. He was stuck in something else. But yeah, man, like that junk.
They say how long this has been going on for?
Nah, they didn't. I mean, but I saw. Well, they probably have. I just haven't seen it yet. One thing I did see, I don't know if y'all saw it, was the lady was talking about they had dental appointments and they all filed dental appointments for the exact same tooth like multiple times. And it's like, bro, like if you're gonna do that, like come up with something, like at least try, bro. Like don't make it too obvious. And they all said it for the same tooth and stuff like that, and that's how they got caught up. But like Supreme Bay, I've never heard CDR, described as Supreme Bay. All his years in Memphis and in the league, I've always only heard him as CDR.
Facts. Why he the only one with an AKA?
Right, the other dudes don't got nicknames.
Like, even Anthony Allen, they don't even say Tony Allen. It's Anthony Allen, but CDR is AKA Supreme Bay. Like he must have been like scamming. Dang, this man, Glenn Davis' name was Ronald?
He looks like a Ronald.
Yeah.
He a Ronald type dude. He gives me Ronald vibes. Ronalds aren't trustworthy.
Facts.
I was at the Big 3 game in Atlanta where he got ejected and he went in the stands and ripped off his jersey and waved it in the air in the stands before going to the locker room. And I was like, oh, this is great for the Big 3. Like, this is what you need.
He thought he was P.D. Pablo?
Yeah. They fined him after that. The Big 3 fined him, and I think they suspended him for like a week. And I was like, dang, Ice Cube not playing that. I thought he wanted to go for like the entertainment type of vibe and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Telfair, he was literally, like I said, he was on Breakfast Club a couple years ago talking about, what was he talking about? He was talking about getting right, coming out of trouble because I think he was in for like some gun charges or something like that. So
yeah,
just be back in some trouble, bro. It's like, dog, you ain't learned at all. Like you just got bad people around you all around. And yeah, I have no idea who Milt Palacio is. I don't know who that is. Ruben Patterson, Hooper. What's up?
Milton and Ruben are just two nasty names, two untrustworthy names.
Ruben was a member of the Jailblazers. So this is just right on brand for him, Like you said, the name too, Ruben. Melvin Ely, I don't know who that is. Tony Roten, I don't know why they have Anthony Roten. Twan Wright. I'm trying to think. I can't remember him off top. But these are all like like you said, that early 2000s era, mid 2000s, and guys who finished their career, Jamario Moon, around the late 2000s, early 2010s. So I don't know, man. It's
free the guys, man.
Free. I guess I'll jump on it for this one. Free the guys, but the guys need to be smarter. Stop being so stupid. But this is like, no, this stuff they're doing right now. So, yeah. Free the guys, but don't be stupid when they free y'all.
Right. Yo, did y'all sign the NBA Youngboy petition?
Yo, I saw that. I did not sign it. But how do you guys feel about that entire like just promotional thing with like the fans organically starting the meme and then them just the label kind of feeding off of that and playing into that, everything like that?
I mean, I think it's messed up. I think it just messed up like his whole situation and how how he's kind of getting blackballed, but I think at the same time, I get it. I ain't gonna lie, like I was looking at that video of what's his name? Kevin Garnett. So I kind of didn't hear the full question. but I just think the whole situation with Youngboy crazy. Like, I just think it messed up because I get it, as I said.
I was thinking, because I was like, the way you answered it, I was like, it's kind of messed up. And I was like, dang, how's it messed up that the label grabbed the meme and like profited off of it? And then I was like, but then I just let you rock. I let you rock. And then the fact that I was like, okay, all right, that makes sense. So you know, the Youngboy Better meme, right? Like that goes around on the internet. The label kind of grabbed that, and then they like ran with it and used it to promote Youngboy even more. So like he's setting even more streaming records and stuff like that. One thing I wanted to address with you with that he's being blackballed right now because, you know, certain big guys and big artists don't like him. I think like Dirk is like one of the guys that done rock with them or something like that. I don't know, cause it's like Uzi, right? So Uzi last year when like what was that project? Love is Rage 2? If that's way off, then I'm just way out of touch.
Nah, that's
it. Yeah, excuse me. But with Uzi, it was like he didn't see anything from Uzi. Like he wasn't in the award shows and stuff like that. And that I just went up on my price. I just went up, like that song went crazy. But it was like I felt like we paid was like a bigger kind of thing that you heard everywhere, and Little Baby was everywhere and Uzi wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, and Uzi didn't do anything to anybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, is Uzi being blackballed, or is it just a difference between that goes to Cardi? I don't know if you guys saw the Cardi thing, the Playboy Cardi. You know, he's probably gonna have to cancel some tour dates because he's not selling any tickets for an arena tour. He booked an arena tour and like half the arenas are filled up. So it's just like you know, people are saying the difference between just online streams and, you know, online hype versus kind of real life fandom and stuff like that. Do you feel like that's the case with Uzi and Youngboy, or do both? Like, how do you feel? I don't know.
I think Youngboy got a real fan base. I mean, you can't ignore what he does as far as his numbers on YouTube are crazy, and his numbers streaming are crazy. So he definitely, I think he has a authentic fan base. As far as the blackball, I mean, it's like, what are you being blackballed from? Like, are you know what I mean? Like, what is you supposedly? We talking about like what the Grammys, the BET Awards, or like?
Yeah, awards, and the fact he isn't really on the radio like that. Like for someone to have like the most streamed song, like if he put Youngboy on a song, like he said with YouTube, like he's the most streamed guy on YouTube out of like Justin Bieber and the pop people. You know what I'm saying? It's like NBA Youngboy is crazy. So it's just like, and you don't hear anything. Like if anything, I hear like Youngboy in a mix where, you know, DJs play like local stuff and everything like that. Like I'll hear like Make No Sense, because Make No Sense, that's my favorite Youngboy song. Like Corday said on Aiden's stream, it's like that's an essential, just a really good hip hop song, probably one of the better hip hop songs in the last 5 years. But you don't hear it on the radio is what I'm trying to say. You don't hear it on the radio. He doesn't perform at BET Awards. He doesn't perform at the Hip Hop Awards. He doesn't get awards at Grammys. He doesn't get nominated for, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a lot of stuff for his numbers that he puts up that it kind of doesn't match up.
I think part of it with Youngboy is, I don't know, sometimes he drops so much, it's hard for certain things to stick, because it's like, I know he's had songs before that, you know, been really good. Like Make No Sense, that whole tape was a really good tape. But, you know, but then I want to say like maybe 2 months later, he dropped another one. And then now you're trying to keep up, you know? So I feel that kind of hurts him at times.
I mean, but Gucci does that, and like, it doesn't hurt Gucci, you know?
Well, Gucci did that, but he wasn't looking for awards though. Like he wasn't looking for, you know, actual acclaim. He was just doing it for the streets. And that's what Youngboy does it for, you know? So, I mean, it works in his favor. And I know he's not really stressing about not getting awards. I think it's kind of crazy that YouTube, that's where he's really being blackballed. Like the fact that you're YouTube's biggest artist, like he literally has the highest numbers of any artist on YouTube, and they say they can't even promote his album. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, brands are like very careful about who they associate their stuff to. You know what I mean?
But people know like Youngboy for like, he is YouTube.
Yeah. He's definitely, he's bigger than all these Ariana Grandes and Adele, and they don't do well. It's also like you said, it's a combination of him being a very popular artist. So like most say, he puts out a lot of content. So it's if you putting out, let's say he puts out like 15 to 20 music videos in a year, and they all do 30 million or something like that. Like, that's going to add up. So yeah, relative to what he does streaming numbers, I guess you could say as far as the magazines and radio and stuff like that, he doesn't get covered as much. But does that really matter if you're doing those numbers?
And Matt, random question. Oh, go ahead, Ma. I'll let you go before I go off path.
Well, I'm going to say I feel the same way with Uzi. He not really stressing. I think it's crazy that he doesn't really get as much acclaim. But yet again, I'm pretty sure these artists are like, bro, I'm making millions. Like, it's up. So it's whatever, man.
I hear you on that. The offbeat question I had was, how do you feel about the kids, talking about the millions of views? One of the guys that gets millions of views, a couple of them, it's like a little group of them. It's like, talk about the Herbos, the Dirks, the Polo G's and stuff like that. The Chicago guys. It's like a whole nother world of where like they're on a real big run where like they're the biggest artists right now. And then it's kind of like, but I'm like really out of touch with this, except for like their hits and stuff. Anyways, how do you feel about the kids throwing GOAT like so easily on all these, like anybody, like they call like Polo G the GOAT, like they've thrown that on him. Like they've thrown GOAT on Dirk. They've thrown GOAT on who's the dude? Lil Baby. They've done GOAT on, like they're trying to make Lil GOAT a thing, from Lil Boat, from Yachty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you guys feel about kind of just that throwing GOAT on all the hottest rappers right now?
It's just a saturated term at this point. It doesn't really hold nearly the same weight. It really just kind of, and I feel now it's more of when people say GOAT, it's their personal GOAT. This person, the person I think is just the greatest.
No way any kid or any person on earth thinks like Polo G's the greatest rapper of all time.
You can't say that.
I don't know. Bro,
it's about perception.
It's some kids. Yeah, it's probably some kids for sure.
No, I mean but have you heard his the tape GOAT?
No, I haven't.
Bro, he fought. I'm not even gonna like for real, like he's like really a good rapper. Like he's top notch. So I could see people thinking like, and just because the stories that he tells too, he's very open and honest. And that's the thing about Chicago rappers in general. But I really like Polo G. I'm not gonna lie. So I can see somebody feeling that way about him. I wouldn't think that, but I can see somebody, especially a kid in Chicago, who's really relating. Like, him talking about, losing homies, like talking about just, all the different things that go on in Chicago. And he's not from the South Side. He's from the North Side. So it's a little bit different, but it's still all the same struggles,
It's just all a matter of perception. Like if you, for example, I got two teenage cousins that are in high school right now. They don't know, they know Kanye for being Kim K's husband. They know Jay-Z for being like Beyonce's husband. They don't really know any Jay-Z songs. So for me, as somebody who was born in the 90s and I was a kid in the 2000s, I know I was able to see Jay-Z when Jay-Z was still kind of young and cool. I was able to see Kanye when Kanye was a new rapper. So for me, Jay-Z is the GOAT. That's the greatest rapper of all time to me. Kanye's one of the GOATs. As you said, it's become a relative term, but it's just a matter of what did you see? What are you experiencing? If you're let's say you're born in 2003 or 2004 and you 7 or 8 when Chief Keef comes out, that might be your GOAT because you remember being 7 or 8. This is your gateway to hip hop. This was the one you wanted to be like. This is who you thought was the coolest rapper at the time. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of what you experience.
Right. And it's also a regional thing because somebody from the Bay may say E40 the greatest rapper. I ain't gonna lie. One of the two. But they're gonna definitely be nah, he be going crazy. So if it's, as you said, perception, just where you from and how artists and how you just get connected to artists, you know? That's another big thing. You never, like as you said, with certain times, certain moments in your life, like there's a lot of people who probably think J. Cole the greatest rapper ever off of like the music he made when they was in college. And, you know, he related. It was just like, it's like, oh, bruh, home for the holidays? Bruh, I'm going back home next week.
Hey, I be home for the, oh my gosh. I was listening to Cole this week, man. I was looking at the show in Miami, and, you know, he was doing some Friday Night Light cuts in the middle of it.
Everybody has a fan. Like, even rappers you don't even think about. Like, somewhere in the world, there's somebody who, like, Birdman is their favorite rapper of all time. They might be the only person. They might be the only one that's like a real Birdman fan. I promise you there's somebody on this planet.
No, I definitely know, because like you say, like, there's people out there that think Boosie, like, no, it's not just people. It's like a large group of people.
I'm gonna say it's
like, yeah. Boosie has like an entire region, like the entire, exactly, and the entire Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas. Like, they all probably think like Boosie's the greatest rapper ever.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Somewhere, what was oh yeah, somewhere in Atlanta, somebody probably thinks Caleb from Rich Kids is the greatest rapper ever. And one of there's somebody out there.
If you said Schoolie, that would have been more realistic.
Bro, y'all remember it? Like, it used to be a whole period when they would drop, and everybody would just be like, just skipping over Caleb verses.
It was like everybody's like, Schoolie need to go solo. Schoolie need to go solo. And then Schoolie went solo, and it hasn't kind of worked out for him. I mean, you know.
One theory that I have about that I'm curious about, I wonder if Caleb may not have been the best rapper, but maybe he was good with, you know, helping with hooks and like kind of organizing the songs.
Well, it's kind of like you think about it with the Migos. Like, it's like everybody's saying Quavo needs to go solo. Quavo makes a solo project, and this is not good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's probably something with the group.
Nah, that's a fact. But also, I feel Schoolie waited too long to leave, because just by the time he left, it just wasn't the same. But I mean, he could have still, and he signed to. Also, he's a big like druggie now. Like, you know, all his music talking about lean. You know, and it's either lean or him being a Crip. And I'm like, bro, I listened to you from 13 to like 9, like when you was 13 to like when you about 19. You would never mention being a Crip. All of a sudden, you know, yeah, it's a whole different vibe.
You were never a gangster. You were a singer, bro, and everybody was cool with it, bro.
Everybody said that, you know, him and Caleb used to, and this is alleged, I don't know about this part, but they say that they used to like low-key get like kind of bullied, like back in APS. Yeah. So that's what somebody had told me. So, but you know, everybody just be saying stuff. But
well, you know, I was looking at the comments of one of their performances, like from like 2010, and you know, they're all wearing skinny jeans and have the mohawks, and they're doing the, you know, they're doing the boom boom clap, and then like the comment section from like 10 years ago, it's all like, this is so gay, this is the gayest thing, and I was like, why is there so much hate? Like, I was looking at it like, this is amazing. Like, I remember this time, and like all the comments back then, 10 years ago, from like the older people, like the 23-year-olds and stuff who grew up, like Jelani was kind of referring to in 05 with the baggy clothes and like gangster rap. Like, the only time they, you know, although there was a whole Snap and Crank that era that they want to act like that they weren't a part of, like, y'all were dancing too. Like, you were wearing baggy clothes and it was gangster music, but y'all were dancing more than any other era. But you know, like, they look down on the tight clothes and the singing and everything like that rich kids had. So I could see that, but continue with talking about APS kids.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I feel like I told Rashad, but I don't know if I told you, Jelani. But yo, did I tell you about I DM'd from QC? And I DM'd him and tried to get a concert set up for like early 2010s Atlanta hip hop. So I had told him, I was like, bro, we can do Rich Kids, Travis Porter. Who else was popping during that time? I gave him like a few lists.
Cap G, the group that Cap G was a part of.
Oh yeah, Kids That Play.
Can't be a bitch, can do what we want.
Then the game Marco Alden.
I should have said the game Marco.
Right, that was the time. But yeah, I had DM'd him. I was telling him, I was like, hey, bro. I was like, hey, bro, we can put this on for the city. They should do a versus or something, though. I think that would be not versus. Actually, nobody really because it's not big.
Atlanta, we would care about it. Like our demographic, it would be such a specific niche group. It would be like 25 to 30-year-olds to 35-year-olds who grew up in Atlanta, in that time period.
They can perform at the Cobb County Civic Center.
Chill out. They perform put it in Southside, at least put it at the College Park Arena, the Gateway Arena. Yeah, because they said apparently it's a pretty small kind of arena, so you could do it there.
Rich Kids versus Travis Porter. Who wins?
I'm going Travis.
I'm gonna say Travis. Yeah, just Travis. The difference is like Rich Kids had like the underground like mixtape hits, but Travis Porter had mainstream hits and underground mixtape hits.
Yeah.
Like Breakfast After Waffle House never got played on the radio, but that was an underground hit. Like
facts.
You know what I mean?
Bro, it's so crazy. K-Camp was in that video.
K-Camp had like the like one of the first hits from like the Futuristic Swag era, the All Night record or whatever.
Yeah.
That was like 2008.
K-Camp was in the Waffle House video, right?
Yeah.
That's literally what he just said.
Yeah.
Exactly what he just said.
My bad. He said K-Camp was in that video. So then I was like thinking of video said K-Camp was in. I was like, he was in the Waffle House. Okay, all right. Never mind. Rewind that.
Yo, have you ever seen it was a video from the dude in Marietta, and it was like I think, have you ever made love to a weirdo?
I don't know if I remember that one. Marietta hit I remember is My Block, My Hood, My Streets All Good. You remember that? Rest in peace to that rapper.
I know. Oh, he died. Who was it? It was like Fat Chris, wasn't it?
Yeah, rest in peace to him. He did.
Fat Chris died?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I ain't know Fat Chris died.
You check the comments. It says rest in peace.
You talking about On My Mama, On My Hood?
No, not him. That was a big ass song. He wasn't.
Wait. What's the song you talking about, Mo?
It was like, I think it was like, have you ever made love to a weirdo? It was the dude, he had a whole dance. He was in Marietta parking lot.
Yeah.
This is real, by the way, this is real inside baseball here. If you're not from the city, you might not know about what we're talking about, but it's all good. Yeah, man. You know, sometimes we gotta do it for our people.
This is real local stuff, man. Real local stuff. Have you ever made love to a weirdo? Okay. All right.
Holy weird. Yeah, weirdo. Holy weird.
Oh, okay. I see. It's top one. All right, I'm
probably gonna remember it once you press play.
Nah, this is look for the video of Buddy dancing.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
I know they ain't deleted.
Where is it? Is this it? No.
Nah. Oh, let me see.
Oh. Yeah, once we get to like Radiohead and stuff like that, I feel like we might have to read it.
Well, I was just let's see, Holy Weird.
Should I look up like the actual song?
Nah, go to their page.
Okay.
Hey, quick side note. So before you click on that video, it said 13 years ago. I'm thinking it's gonna say like 2006 when you click on the thing. It said 2008, bro. I keep forgetting like 2008 was 13 years. Like damn, dog.
Yeah, man.
About to be 14 years ago.
That junk, no. Like thinking 10 years ago was 2011. That was a decade ago. That trips me out all the time.
All right. Yo, you can just play the song just so y'all can hear what I was talking about.
All right. Hold on. Here's a live video. Should I play the live video? And here's a girl singing or something.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Okay, so no to the live. So no to the live, no to the live.
No, just a quick, snippet of the original song.
Yeah. Dang, I guess they deleted the video, bro. It was a dude. He had a blazer on and like a button up with like some slacks and like dress shoes, and he was in Marietta High School parking lot. And it was like Have you ever made like it was like a
Oh
whole
yeah. I think I remember. I know what you're talking. I think I remember.
Baby, I rap. So the next time you get tired of fishing for them joys, meet me by my spaceship, babe. I'll be there.
Right. I remember being in middle school and they had cause they was in high school, like seniors when we was in middle school. And I remember like it was Niall. You remember Niall? Of course you remember Niall.
Remember who? My bad. Who you say?
Niall.
Now. Yeah. What about now?
Yeah, he's the one who had put me on to this song.
Oh,
he
damn.
like came in, he was like, yeah, they just performed this at the talent show.
Oh, have you ever seen like there's like Marietta videos like from like an old talent show where like they all just like run onto the court? Like, they all wearing baggy clothes. Like it's probably the blackest I've ever seen Marietta look, like ever. Hold on, let me see Marietta High School.
Do you remember when we was in high school? I remember they
Zico.
This is like 10th grade. I think.
Is it this?
What's up, guys? I'm James the Strat Man, and I partnered up with.
You're gonna see the dance, but what was you saying, Jelani?
I remember it's like 10th grade. Like, hold on 1 second.
Oh, you want to see this?
Yeah, we just played it.
Hey, yeah.
Simpler times. Those of you listening to the podcast, we're watching a video of people dancing in our high school auditorium in 2008.
Right.
Only on the 1 a.m. podcast.
Yeah, you see Buddy got on the Buddy in the middle was the one who made the video in front of the school. The one with the vest on.
Got you.
Yeah, the video. I mean, the dance kind of hard though. Like
I know it is. It's clean. That thing clean. I want to hit that at my wedding.
It's before teenagers had iPhones. You know what I'm saying? It's like they felt comfortable. You know what I mean? They didn't have to worry about cameras everywhere, even though this is being recorded.
Yo, you see the girls in the corner with the stupid fruity swag, all got on different color jeans. You know they a group. But yeah, all right, that's enough of this.
I ain't gonna lie.
This conversation, I don't even know where we started at. We just listen. We take it wherever.
Right. Can't say our boy, our boy Mo. See, we get into that. We watch stage where everybody. This is the one I'm talking about, bro. Right. Y'all ever seen this video? This is the blackest video I ever seen in Marietta High School. Like, if I ever like tell people like, oh, I went to Marietta, and they're like, oh, you went to Sir, I would probably show them this video to be like, nah, this is the real Marietta. It's not. But
hey, shout out to you for getting 24,000 views on a step show though.
Oh yeah. You sorry?
Hey, 9.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot y'all was picked up.
Still ain't got no jackets. Yo, what is going on? Oh, they doing the boosted on that ad, boosted on that ad. Bro, I remember I did that that dance my freshman year of college, and everybody in the room looked at me like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing?" Like, bro, that was like I was like, "Yeah, this little dance from Marietta." I start getting it. They like,
This is like, can you imagine like who was the principal at this time?
Probably Colburn still.
Can you imagine like Leah Colburn like watching this?
Man, Colburn didn't really care.
I was gonna say we had some black guy shit happen when we was in high school too.
Yeah, I was like, I want to say all her favorite students was black.
Dang, who gave this 7 dislikes? It's 7 haters. Look at Denzel talking about class of 29.
Oh, wow.
Brandon Martin, B. Mart. Oh, snap.
But yo, what was you about to say, Jelani? You said something happened in 10th grade.
Oh, I remember we was having a talent show, and the week of the talent show was coming up, and two of the people that was promoting the talent show, they was going around telling people that Wale was going to be performing. Keep in mind, this was like No Hands was out, but it might not have been as big of an international hit as it would become. Like Wale was a known entity to an extent, but it was kind of, to an extent, it was believable. Like to a small percentage, it was like maybe we got the bag up to give Wale some money. So like we go there and all that. This is, you know what I mean? We excited or whatever. We get there, bro. It's like some local rapper comes out. I remember like half the gym walked out. Like nobody was like bro, like.
Yeah, you know, you had to finesse to go ahead and get them ticket sales. I don't know if we ever told you, but do you remember my senior year? I think we said Young Dro was coming.
T.I., like bro. It's T.I., bro.
T.I.? Yeah, for the
Valentine's Day dance, bro. We had to sell them tickets. And I created like memes and everything. It was like, Marietta, y'all ready for this?
Bruh, because me and Rashad, we were I think I was like vice president at the time. And so, I'm trying to get these ticket sales. So I was just like, man, forget it. So I just tweeted out one day, hey, everybody get y'all tickets. T.I. gonna be there. And it went. I remember people in the hall was just like walking up to me. They was like, yo, is T.I. really gonna be there? I'm like, man, I can't tell you, man. You gotta get your ticket. Yeah, I remember the rival was really kind of salty with me. He was like, you can't be telling people this. But, at the same time, he put the pressure on us, talking about, we don't sell these tickets, we ain't going to Florida. I was like, bro, I'm not going to Florida, bro. Y'all got me messed up. So
we had to sell 80 candy bags, or we had to sell 20 tickets or whatever to get to Florida or whatever. And Florida wasn't happening. And that jump was like, bro, he was like, and then he was like, and y'all ain't get y'all candy sales, so we need these tickets. We need to sell the. Oh, bro, that jump was, yeah.
Right, yeah. But all right, back to sports. So
shout out to Zico though. Zico got nearly 700 views.
Okay, shout out to Zico.
All right, bro. All right, so shoot, I guess moving on.
Yo, scroll down real quick. Hey, go to that meme of Spice Adams. Yo, they is playing with this man, Glenn Davis. All right.
Oh yeah, they going crazy on him, bro.
Crazy. But yo, so I guess since we on basketball, how y'all feeling about preseason? I ain't gonna lie, preseason, like, it's looking good. Like, usually preseason, I feel like we don't really care. Or maybe it's just been a minute since we had preseason. So
I cared about it last year. This year I don't really. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't care. I just haven't like made a concerted effort to keep up with it because there's so much else going on. It's like NFL's in full swing. The W's going into the finals right now, and then MLB playoffs, and it's just so much going on that I'm just not making a concerted effort to look at everybody outside of the Hawks. Obviously I watched the Hawks first 2 preseason games, and I've caught I know like Book Knight's doing well and stuff like that for Charlotte. That's all I really know.
You see Brandon Boston going crazy out in he
DJ. Oh, that hey, wait, Mo. Should I use that as a segue?
To what?
DJ Boston, Sierra Canyon. He transferred from Norcross to LA. And now we have the Donda Academy, and Donda Academy has landed one of the players from Norcross as well. He has 4 5-stars, to Donda Academy. And they're reportedly setting up a matchup to face Sierra Canyon and Staples Center.
Hey, do me a favor, scroll back up to that picture. Bro, for a second, I thought this man Ice Cube had like a ponytail that he just grew at like the age of 50. There's some lady's hair behind him. I thought that was Ice Cube's hair for a second. But yeah, I didn't even know about this till y'all told me just now before the podcast. I don't know if this was maybe this was something he had planned for a long time and he just got it open, or if this is like a future thing, but if you got people that's in high school right now and they transferring, like there's got to be an immediate thing. I'm guessing they said K through 12. Does he have enough students to fill that many grades? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, they gonna go. It's tuition free.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, yo, salute to Kanye for tuition free private school. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, hey, that's dope.
Salute. Yeah, that's real. Like, that's like charity work almost.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah.
But wait. Hold on. It says he was eyeing a plot of land. Bro, he ain't even built a school yet. Bro, he is not out here finessing.
Nah, because these kids done already transferred, so it ain't no way. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm confused about.
Like if you a 5-star kid, I'm not transferring to a school that I'm not sure is gonna be a school, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But let's be real. These kids, if Kanye come to them talking about free Yeezy for the rest of your life, come to my school, they gonna do it, bro. They's like, why not? And you gonna get married.
Hey, but you know who was recruiting them? They said.
Who?
Y'all boy, Justin LeBoy.
What?
That's what they saying.
Okay.
I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
He said, hey, come to Dada Academy, respectfully.
I feel like this is kind of random, but I feel like Justin LeBoy had like a solid 3 to 5 month run. And then it's just like after the Donda stuff, I don't know. I don't really see much about him as much. Like even like the clips of his show used to kind of go viral. You know, he had that clip with Saweetie, and like he had a couple other like clips that went viral. But it's kind of, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't really hear much about him right now
because the social media, they turn on people very quickly. So it's like, you know, once someone pointed out he was corny, everybody started looking at his tweets and was like, you know what? This guy is kind of corny, and it was the end it was no recovering from that. So yeah.
What happened for me is I used to look at his tweets and stuff on like Instagram, but then somebody was like, man, he really just be pandering to females. And then like I really just started looking, I was like, he's slick kind of dude. It is a lot of stuff that's like bruh, no man is really thinking this. Talking about send your queen $500 this morning. Happy Friday.
But he stole those tweets though. Like those not like that was the thing. He came up off of stealing people's tweets, and I respect it. I respect the scam. Like it's grimy, it's nasty, but at the same time, it's like you finesse stealing people's tweets to a TV show on Puff's network. You know what I'm saying? Like to interviewing Saweetie and City Girls and stuff like that. It's the world we live in, man.
He was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about it, and he was like, he said that he doesn't steal tweets. He said that like people send them to him, and he was like, you know, the thing is, it's not that, you know, like anybody could just post, you know, random memes and stuff, but the thing is, they all come from my heart, so I personally connect to them, so that's why people feel them. And I was like, I guess, bro, like I don't know about that one, cause yeah, you should be putting stuff out there sometimes. I'm like, you don't be feeling all this.
So why do you crop their names out, and why don't you just retweet the tweets? Why are you copying the tweets word for word? Like,
come on, facts. Hey, that man, you know he used to hoop.
Yeah, he's a professional ball player. Like that's how I knew him. I knew him first through Malcolm Delaney, who used to play on the Hawks, because he would always be retweeting him and talking about him. Yeah, and then so I went to his page, and I was like, why is he following all these like random professional basketball players? You know, like it would be like guys like Malcolm, you know, like the type of guys, no offense, but like they were playing pro-ams, you know, like the guys that are like, you know, them play professional basketball, but they play overseas and people knew him from college and high school and stuff like that. So he would follow like a lot of those guys, and a lot of them followed him. So I was like why is he so implanted in the hoop community? That's when I looked him up. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, he's a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
But yeah, these kids are being pursued by Auburn, Memphis, Ohio State, Florida State, LSU.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on Justin LeBoy being a college recruiter. Like, what is his mission statement? What is his level of persuasion as far as getting his kids. I'm assuming more of the Kanye West factor than anything. I don't think Just on the Boy was the deciding factor.
But the thing is, with these kids are famous already. And then with NIL, you can get paid now. Like Mikey's on the 2K commercial, Jiggy's on the Gatorade commercial. So it's like these kids are already famous like earlier than usual because of Instagram and Ball is Life and Overtime and stuff like that. And then so like a lot of them, I don't know if it's as easy as it used to be like, here's Kanye West. Will you change your life? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's that easy for these kids anymore, you know, that it used to be because they're famous themselves now.
Do we need to get more credit? Do we need to get more credit to Lauryn Hill? Because it's a lot of kids named Zion. And I'm curious about like what was the inspiration? Because I'm seeing that it's really like a 2000 babies thing. It's not really. So I wonder if like, you know, they were just listening a lot of Lauryn Hill at the time. I don't know.
I think you might be right. Like, and not even joking. I really think, because I don't think it was that many Zions before that song came out.
Right.
And another thing that I wanted to point out that Mo said that was really good earlier was the Chicago. This is going way back. But you said Chicago rappers in general are just good storytellers. You know, you think about the late Vaughn. Like Vaughn was like an amazing, like that was his thing, just telling stories. And you know, Dirk's a great storyteller. You know, even on the other side of it, you know, like the more intellectual kind of suburban type of Chicago, like Saba is probably like the best storyteller in hip hop right now, in my opinion. Like that dude's really good, and I can't wait for his next album. I know he said he's perfectionist and stuff. His singles have been bouncy and stuff, but they haven't been up to like his albums is some different stuff, man. So I'm very looking forward to his next album. Have you ever heard him, Jelani Saba?
I was trying to figure out what that had to do with Zion. How did you make that connect? Like I was.
It was like it was a good point by Mo, and like I was like Mo made a good point earlier that I wanted to point out, but we like moved on to like two topics later. So I was like,
I thought you was trying to connect it, but I was like,
no. It was like Mo made a good point with the Zion thing, but he also made a good point with the Chicago thing. So I was like, you know.
Oh no, I got you. I remember hearing him on. I want to say he was on like a Chance song maybe some years back.
Yeah, Angels.
Yeah, it's just like when Chance was still making decent music, and he was cool. He's not like an artist I really listen to like that. I'm gonna be honest. Outside of Chance and Vic, during that whole Chicago drill era, I definitely was listening to the more violent music at that time. Like I definitely was more so on the Chief Keefs and I wasn't really on Lil Herb like that. More so like Chief Keef, Fredo, a few other
Chicago rappers. Fredo, I miss Fredo so much.
Rest in peace, Fredo.
Fredo. I used to listen to Lil Bibby a lot.
You put me on Bibby.
Yeah, Mo put me on Bibby.
Yeah,
because I started listening to Freak Rap because he used to play that all the time.
Yeah. Mo stay used to play that, man. Hey, Mo, he already know, man. Mo already know this, but Mo, he really created like a lot of my personality. 2013, 2014, just riding around in the car with him.
Yeah, it was lit, bro. That was a good time, man. A lot of free crack.
Not literally. The mixtape people for those listening.
Nah, but I will say it's dope how Lil Bibby transitioned to like him and his brother. Like it's okay, now they got the Kid Laroi. You know, they had Juice WRLD, and then now the Kid Laroi. The Kid Laroi gonna take, like, he's already taken off, but like he's gonna be really out of here.
Isn't he white? He's white, right?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Yeah, that kid is huge. Yeah, because
you ever seen a black Australian?
Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah. That was a quick answer right there.
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
Bro, Australia is like Jumanji. That's like a wild place, dog.
For real, like.
Oh, go ahead, Mo.
I was just gonna say it's interesting how also, you know, we on this side, we call our original people Native Americans, and you know, or just Native people, and then in Australia they call their people Aborigines. But Aborigines is just native people of any land. So it was just interesting to me how they did that. That's mainly if you're gonna see like colored people in Australia, they're Aborigines probably.
Do you think that should be Washington's new football team name?
Oh, that would be hard. Washington Aborigines.
I don't feel like that's like that less racist than maybe like a smidgen less racist than Redskins.
Right. No, I think it's a solid like 2 levels lower.
Maybe two.
Yeah, what about the Washington Native Americans?
I mean, that ain't too bad.
Because the Indian Caucasians, I mean, the Cleveland Caucasians, I said it backwards. The Cleveland Caucasians, I ain't gonna lie, that'll be hard. That's a hard baseball team name. The Cleveland Caucasians.
I mean, I don't know if I'll rep, but
yeah, I don't want to really, you know what I mean.
But Bomani made that shirt and that thing popular. Salute to Bomani for securing the deal, by the way, with HBO. Got a whole HBO deal. He's still with ESPN through next March. It was something we were talking about just with, why he doesn't get pushed more and stuff like that because he's like a intelligent black man. Excuse me, as opposed to just someone who just like kind of perpetuates black stereotypes that they push a little bit more of just kind of like boisterous barbershop talk and more entertainment as opposed to actual like kind of informational and stuff like that.
Facts. Hey, speaking of ESPN, man, your girl Sage Steele, she done took it up a level.
Isn't it great? Like that's great timing that we talked about her like last podcast.
Yeah, for real, man. But that Obama video, like, how would you even, what made you say that? Like, that's crazy. Like, you said, I find
unprovoked.
Yeah. Just talk about, I find it funny because because he found himself black because he had no black daddy around. I was like, yo, like, that's something Laura Ingraham should have said. Like, they should have brought you straight onto Fox News so you could say that.
Why did she think that was okay?
Right. Like, you better give them white women credit.
Yo, she knew she wasn't going to get suspended for it. That's why.
Man, but, hey, them other comments she made, I don't know. That's what she said about women. Did y'all see what she said about women?
She's tripping. Big facts. Yeah, the woman thing, for those of you who don't know, the woman thing, she said a lot of young women come to her for advice in the journalism industry. It's something that a lot of people do in the industry and stuff like that. They come up to her and she's like, well, I'm just kind of judging them based off of the way they're dressed when they approach me. And it's like, you hear all these things with the Me Too and the, I don't want to say it's their fault. And then she kind of went on to say that it's the woman's fault that they get assaulted and harassed and all that other stuff.
She's just a clown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dumb stuff. I feel like she looks in the mirror and she sees like, I don't know, like Jennifer Aniston or some random white woman. I don't think she, maybe she doesn't view herself as being black. I don't know, man.
She hates herself. It's simple. Yeah. She hates herself.
No,
she's probably always hated herself. Like, you got to think this probably goes back to the schoolyard days of, not being accepted by the white kids, because, she's darker than them. But, her father, like everybody in her family is like white, you know what I'm saying? So like she feels like she's white, the mixed kid struggle, that they talk about all the time. And
right.
It's just crazy. And, the girl from, what did you say?
I said, I didn't even know she was mixed till like yesterday.
Yeah, the woman from Bachelorette, she was talking about how, Sage, when she brings up her father, she always brings up that her father was a veteran and in the military as opposed to her father was black. It's just stuff like that, man. It's like she just hates herself. And it probably goes back to like when she was a little schoolgirl and, they wouldn't accept her because she was darker than everybody else and she thought she was white. But they're like, you ain't no white girl, all that.
All I'm saying is Obama got 3 more days until he needs to respond because it's been a week. I need him to drop a statement, a diss track, something.
I waited 4 days, Barack. Where you at?
Right. She gonna go back to back. Yo, that was like, yeah, I said you ain't got no black daddy.
You ain't got no black daddy. Your daddy won't there. Wouldn't that? Oh, I'm not even gonna say that. Nope, not gonna say that. Not gonna say that. Yeah, I was about to sound like Sage.
What? Oh, all right. We're gonna keep
but
it.
Put it 2 and 2 together. I said, wouldn't that? And then I stopped the question right there. But
yo, y'all ever man, Austin Powers. This is mad random. I just thought about because of that song like he did on, I think it was the last one, Daddy Wasn't There. Y'all remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't there.
But that series of movie, like they should remake it. And cause I think it would be mad funny. Like they just revamped it in 2021.
How do y'all feel about remakes?
Depending on what it is, I think certain things, because certain things are just so good that like it can continue to keep going. Like if he was to do it where he had like a son for real, but actually nah, because they did that with Shaft and that was trash. So maybe that ain't the move. But I think with some remakes they be good though.
It's gotten out of hand. Like I don't know. I would prefer that they would, greenlight more creative stuff as far as newer original content. It's not making the same generic like reality TV shows, and it's just a lot of generic stuff being put out right now. But it's just like you said, it depends on what it is. Like I don't want to see a remake of like The Color Purple or Roots. Like I don't know. It's
Why was The Color Purple the first thing you thought of?
Because I don't want to see. It's just certain movies that it don't need to be remade. Like it's like, all right, it's important for what it was at that time. All that, you know what I mean? We don't need to, like, I don't need a Shrek remake or something like that. It just depends on how it's done too. If you're gonna remake something, in my opinion, you gotta revamp it to where, like they did with the Sopranos movie. Like this version, it has nothing to do with the TV show. Like it's based off a character, like an alternate universe, basically, from what the TV show was.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be really good. I definitely want to go see that movie.
Oh, it's out now.
Nah, I don't think it's out yet, but whenever it does come out, you see they're doing the new Matrix too.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer, but I did hear about that. I'm not mad at sequels. Like if we like you said, Austin Powers, like they did Austin Powers 4, cool. But it's as far as we gonna revamp it and like they did with Men in Black, like we just gonna have two new Men in Black. Like, bro, no, I know who the real Men in Black are. I've seen.
What about Space Jam?
My main issue with Space Jam was the montage at the beginning, where like in this random movie, we're just gonna have the random LeBron James Hall of Fame career highlight montage. Like, what does this serve for the point of the movie? Like, why is this?
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched Space Jam.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, Jelani, that's the exact thing I said, bro. Like, I was watching my girl, and then she trying to like, well, they did that for Michael Jordan in the beginning. And I was like, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, they literally got like maybe like 6 highlights of Jordan.
And then didn't they do it because Jordan retired? Like that was like the point, right?
I'm not completely sure, but like if you go Google LeBron's greatest highlights, that's what's on the front of Space Jam, like on YouTube, bro.
Literally,
like, and it's mad long too, bro. I was just like, man, this man really just put his greatest highlights.
Yeah, like, why is this here? I'm gonna tell you the part of Space Jam that made me, because I started the movie and didn't finish it. I'm gonna tell you exactly what made me cut the movie off, and I'm sure the rest of the movie is fine and dandy. But there's a part of the movie where he does a dab, like a dance, like. I'm like, bro, nobody has done that since like 2015, dog. Like, what? Like, why are you putting this in a movie in 2021?
Facts. Nah, yeah. One, I feel like with Space Jam 2, with the original Space Jam, a lot of people want to argue it was all about Michael Jordan, and it was to an extent. It was like his life and whatnot. But Space Jam 2 was just really just all about LeBron. Like they were just sitting there like, yo, did you I know you saw the part where what is his name? Don Cheadle is sitting there like talking about, it's like when we first get introduced to Don Cheadle, and he's like, man, I need to get this specimen, like look at him. He has over like 100 million followers on social media. He is like the perfect specimen, blah, blah, blah. And it just like start going like 6-time all, like, 14-time all-star, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, bro, like for real, with Jordan, I really felt like it was a movie with him and the Looney Tunes,
I feel like
really
LeBron is trying really hard to push his GOAT, like kind of case. Yeah, like in Jordan, I don't know. I wasn't alive during Jordan. I mean, I know Bill Walton said that, during the NBA 50 season, him and Wilt Chamberlain were in like a lunchroom yelling at each other for 30 minutes about who was the greatest player ever. But other than that, I never heard Jordan like really just be like, I'm the greatest ever. He let other people say he was the greatest ever.
Right. And yeah, and with LeBron, that whole after he won the Lakers championship, it's like, y'all gotta put some respect on me now, I was just like, bruh, we know who you are. It's just you be trying to force it. So that's what makes people be like, nah. But
yeah,
hey,
I'm not mad at him for like trying to speed into existence or whatever. He does. LeBron, the way LeBron posts on social media is just really funny to me. Like he uses a lot of hashtags still, he's just a very funny. He posts like on social media like a middle school volleyball coach.
Yeah. He reminds me of a dad. He uses it like a dad, I feel
hashtag like James Gang.
Yeah.
Striving for greatness.
Man,
yo, y'all seen Squid Game?
I have not.
No, I see all the memes about it. Yeah, usually when something like that happens and it's so popping, like I try to go out of my way to not watch it, just because I hear it.
I'm gonna end up being forced to watch it because I kind of want to know what the memes are. I'm kind of out the loop.
Bro, it's so good. I'm not even gonna lie. It's really good. Like, I watched it. I hear a lot of people say that the voiceovers, like the English voiceovers, aren't that good. I watched it just with the subtitles. But it's just a crazy show, man. Like, it's so much going on, and it's very well written, but the craziest part about it is it's so good, but they say that the interpretations that are being done in English doesn't give you the full story of what is actually being said. So it's like, it's super good. But then they say, like, if you were like a fluent Korean speaker, then the show would be like even better. It's like you're watching two different shows, they say.
And I'll be right back, bro.
All right. But yeah, bro,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really good though, bro. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Also, I've seen Clickbait.
Clickbait. I'm trying to think if Netflix. I saw that. I think I've seen that, but I don't watch anything. But like, I know the title. Just go over it real quick.
Oh, it's just about the dude who he gets kidnapped, and then he has to hold up these signs. It's like the video that like goes viral on YouTube, and and he has to hold up these signs that say, "I killed a woman, I abused women, and at 50 million, at 5 million views, I'm going to die."
I definitely didn't see that.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's crazy. Like, spoiler alert for anybody that's listening and haven't seen it. But it's so many twists and turns. Is at first you think like, dang, this is crazy. Like, he killed somebody, and then it goes into his wife cheated, and since his wife cheated, like the guy that she cheated with, you think maybe he killed him, and then it's like, then it go from that to all these, like somebody was making a fake account, like all these fake accounts on like dating sites, And from there, they were using him, and then like all these like mistresses came out of the woodworks. And then so you're thinking like who, you know, like is he is he just this crazy like bad person that's just out here using women pretty much? And then it's all this like just like plot twist, as I said, just to get to the end. And the person who was catfishing was the secretary at the school he worked at, because she was lonely and her husband worked the night shift at Costco. And when he, like, the guys who kidnapped him let him go and everything, and was just like, yeah, like, bro, we could tell that you didn't do it, because he was able to like convince them. And so the first thing he did, he pulled up on the lady, because that was the only person he told about his wife cheating. So he knew that she had something to do with it. So he pulls up and it's just like I'm taking you to the police. He's grabbing her and stuff. And then her husband comes from behind and then just knock him out, and then just like, and then kills him. And it's crazy, bro. Like Buddy lost his whole life because she was just at home bored. Like,
yo, what the heck?
Yeah, man. And the crazy part is, you know, she was catfishing as him, a guy, but she wasn't like she wasn't attracted to the women. It was just the women were so emotionally invested in him that she liked the attention. So yeah,
she ruined his life, man.
Yeah, she made this one girl kill herself because her husband found out about what was going on. So he was like, I'm about to leave if you don't delete this. So she like deleted all the stuff, and then one of the girls she was talking to was like, yeah, you know I'm battling depression. You can't leave me. And she was like, I don't like threats. I don't care. Bye. And then no girl killed herself.
But focus on yourself, fellas. Focus on yourself.
Is this a TV show y'all talking about, or is this like something that actually happened?
It's a TV show called Clickbait on Netflix.
Oh, I was gonna say, this is a deep conversation that y'all had.
Nah, yeah, we just talking about Clickbait. It's a show on Netflix. It's
I saw it on the front page.
Yeah. I heard Dear White People came back, so I got mixed reviews on it. I got one person that said it like they don't get why it's still on, and then I have another person who they tried to make the reverse racism. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. It just popped up on my screen. It was like unstable. But dang. Oh yeah. One person said that it wasn't good, and then another person said that it was they tried to make the argument for reverse racism, which I told them I don't believe exists. Like, it's not a thing. But anyways, they tried to push it on me, and they were like, Dear White People talks about it. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. So I want to go see what that's talking about. The new season of Dear White People.
I think I kind of got turned off on the last season. Because I remember her name is Sam on the show, right?
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, Sam, when she had that argument with her white boyfriend, and like they literally that whole episode they were just arguing. But the stuff was just so stupid what they was arguing about. Like, it wasn't stupid. It was like, real like stuff that I'm pretty sure biracial couples have to deal with or whatever. But it was so dragged on. It was like, you literally
felt like it was like dense. Like, it was like a lot of surface level topics and debates that we always hear.
Yeah, and it was at a point where it should have ended. And then she literally like walked away and was about to leave. And then she turned back around. It was like, actually, one more thing. And then I was just like, bro, are you serious? But I wasn't really feeling it. Yo, the worst Netflix show I ever saw, bro, She's Gotta Have It. With Spike Lee, bro. Not it. It was not it.
It's crazy that you even said that. I swear to God, I was just thinking about that show, like, and for the same exact reason. Like, it was just like, bro, it was just too much, bro. It's like, y'all, you saw the episode where she had she invited all three of the guys that she was messing with over, and they danced around. So for those who've never seen the show, there's an episode where it was like Thanksgiving. She invites all three of the guys at the time she's dating or having sex with at the time, and they all sit at the dinner table and have like awkward conversations and end up dancing with each other. And it's like, bro, what are we watching right now? Like,
and then they all passed out in the bed together, and then one by one they just woke up and left. Yeah, bro. It was.
What is wrong with y'all jokers, man?
This is like 2016. This show is pretty old now, but
what's wrong with y'all jokers, man?
The episode that like I was just like, bro, I can't do this. Like my girl used to watch this show, so I would watch it with her, and she was on. It was like the end of one of the episodes, and she was like just sitting there, like I think changing head wraps or something, and she was just going in rotation. And it was like some some neo soul music playing, and it was like I guess it's supposed to be like significant of like the black woman when she wraps up her hair. Like I don't know, bro. It wasn't it.
Hey, what was you remember what was that show on Netflix? It was like the black superhero. Was it like Iron something?
Oh, you mean Luke Cage?
Yeah, Luke Cage or something like. Did you see the episode? I remember like when it came out where he hit a dab at the end of like an episode, and everybody was like, "Yo, I'm not watching the show no more." Like,
yo, this comes full circle with LeBron doing the dab in Space Jam 2.
But at the time, the dab was still, it was like a relevant thing, but it was just the way he did it. Like he said like a line, and then he looked into the camera, and then he did it. It was like, bro, no, no, yeah. We're not doing that.
Y'all know,
no. Everybody be like, yo, I'm done with the show. Like, I'm not watching this movie.
He apologized.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yo, look at the way he look into the camera.
Apologize for season 2 dab. That's hilarious.
Man.
Everybody was like, I'm over it. Have you ever had since this is like this is almost like a topic episode, like we have topics, but we just kind of talking, you know what I mean, right now. Have you ever had a TV show where they had a moment so bad as you were just like, yo, I'm just not watching this anymore?
Yeah.
Because I could tell you one like off the top. This was maybe at the end of season 4 of Power, the second to last season of Power, at the end, and Angela gets shot by Tommy, and I guess she like falls in the ghost's arms or whatever, and this man looks up and he howls at Tommy, like he shoots her from like somewhere up high. He looks up and he howls at Tommy like a fucking werewolf, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not watching this no more. Like this man really turned into fucking Beowulf on my TV screen right now. Like when it was over it. Like that was the final straw. I didn't watch the last season. I seen every episode before that, but I was like, nah, I'm done, bro.
Bro, when I found out that they were going to drag out the last like who shot Ghost for like the whole last season, I was like, I'm good. Yeah, cause I didn't watch the very last season. You know how they split up the last season in 2 parts. But that second part, I was like, bro, I'm not finna sit here and watch y'all like just keep going in circles about this man getting killed.
Yeah, I was the same way with Power. Like I was out on the last part because I was invested in a couple episodes that I saw or whatever in between seasons and stuff to catch up. But like once you said they were teasing the final season, like they had the commercials going on during like the NBA and everything with ABC and like who killed Ghost, and it was just like you could tell it was going to be dragged out the entire. I was going from that. I think it was Grownish. I don't watch much TV, but like Grownish is one of the shows I watch. And someone told me like they were like Grownish isn't good, and I was like, what do you mean? It's a good show. Like I liked it, especially when it first came out because I was in school. Which brings me to another thing of how do you guys feel about shows about college that run on for 6-7 years? And kind of like the unrealistic timeline of that and stuff like that. But Grownish, I think it was the class of 2020. Aaron graduated, and Aaron is Trevor Jackson, and it was obvious that the people were there like virtually, and they were edited in the stands, and nobody had masks on, and like no one like even acknowledged coronavirus, and it was obvious that they were trying to film this around social distancing and COVID, and it was just like so frustrating to me because it's like I don't know, it was just frustrating because it was unrealistic, and unrealistic things and TV shows just kind of pissed me off. So that was kind of like the final straw for me.
Nah, that's a fact. I can't think of a show right off top that I was just like, bruh, I can't do this no more. But that's how it be though. Sometimes, you know, you got to be careful when these people when they be making these shows because I don't know what they be thinking like with the dab. Like, bruh, y'all really thought that was finna be cool?
Hey,
bruh, I ain't gonna cap. Omari Hardwick. Have y'all ever seen him like in another movie? Like, no. Bruh, he got that same face. It's like, like he be having this look where like the veins in his neck start to pop out, and he like,
bro, type in Tommy Shoots Angela. You gonna see the image of him howling that I'm talking about. Type in Tommy Shoots Angela, because I just looked it up.
Tommy Shoots Spider.
That was the scene, dog. Look at how this man howled at this man. I was like, bro, I'm done. Like this man turned into a fucking Twilight vampire. On the last.
Oh, keep going.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just about to say, this is like mad random, but on topic of power, bro. Tariq needed to get a whooping. Like they should have just like beat that kid, bro.
So you know he just turned like 21, and when I saw that, I was like, bro, you just turned 21. Like you've been famous for like 5 years. So like, I guess he really was that young and stuff when they were filming.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think the first season of Power came out like 2014.
Yeah.
It's been damn near a decade since the show came out.
That kid is just now turning 21. That was like
he's like 14 when the show started.
Crazy. Yeah,
that movie
he need to get whooped.
That movie with him and Melvin Gregg on Netflix. It's like Tariq play a hooper. It's pretty good.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Melvin Gregg is a really good actor. I like her. That's Buddy that plays Man Boy, and yeah.
I used to be on Vine back in the day, didn't he?
I was about to say this dude looked like he was on Vine.
Yeah, he was. He was on and he was on Blackish too. No, not was that? No, not Blackish. What's that show that King and Barris did? Black AF, yes.
Like, yeah, I actually thought that show was kind of funny. I know it got like some backlash or whatever because the family was all light skinned, but
that's like all
I
of
thought
his
it was a good show.
Like Barris, like all of his shows are like just a bunch of light skinned people.
But I feel the all light skinned stuff. Hey, that is what it is. But I feel like I like the show because it's people are talking like it's not a real Black experience, like Black people, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is the real upper middle class or the wealthy Black side of things. This is how
Barris' lifestyle.
Exactly, it's like he's speaking from a real place of experience with these, and I feel that's where a lot of people are just like, yeah, this doesn't connect. This isn't real. Like Black people don't really do this, and I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. But I just think
gotta check out Black AF.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just be upset when, especially with, I don't know. I don't think people are really ready to see Black people in these positions, and like
folks be whack, bro. To be honest, because it's like you complain when they're struggling, you complain when they're doing well, you complain when it's just a normal TV sitcom because it's boring and there's not enough going on. Like people complain about everything, bro. Like folks just be miserable with themselves, really. Oh, so Rashida Jones is the wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, the show was funny to me. I actually
shout out Rashida Jones, man. I need to watch this. I should have gave it a chance. So it got canceled?
Nah, they got season 2. It's just everybody was just people just hating on him.
It has some controversy because of the guy. But I think it was also based around his actual family. I think his wife in real life is light skinned.
Right.
Do y'all like Dave?
I didn't end up watching it. I saw people talking about it.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, I like it. I haven't finished season 2 yet, but it's a really good show.
Have you got to the dating episode yet? When he's online dating?
Nah, not yet.
Okay. I don't want to spoil it for you. Okay.
does old girl that he used to date, does she come back onto the show? Yeah, I know like the first 2 episodes, I don't think she was there.
Yeah, she's back on the show.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought she was really good on that show. I thought she was like a great actor. Like she added a good like comic, like I mean, all of it's funny, but she added like a different like comic relief to a lot of the situations.
For sure. She really sold it to being his girlfriend and having to deal with being a rapper's girlfriend. Like just some of the things that was going on when he was like, "Oh, you be doing this to him? What he say in the song?" And her reaction to it was like. It's like she was like she sold me on her being his girlfriend.
Right.
And the table, the milking scene. Classic.
Yeah. How I feel about Atlanta going 4 years between seasons.
It's worth it.
It better be.
Yeah, that's
they ain't let me down yet.
No, it's one of my favorite shows ever, just on the strength of 2 seasons. But going 4 years is kind of crazy, though. Like, but I get it because he's a busy dude.
Well, I mean, COVID pushed it back a year, so really it was supposed to be like 3 years. That's still kind of.
It was supposed to come back this year. That's what they said originally.
Yeah. But they finished filming. What'd you say?
Insecure about to come back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, that was on like what 2 years ago, the last season.
Yeah,
it was like 2019 when that was on.
Yeah, this is gonna be the final season of Insecure.
Yeah, this is the final one.
Yeah.
How do you guys? I know one of my boys, he predicted like Atlanta was gonna end with Earn getting shot.
Why?
How many seasons?
No. He said Paperboy was gonna die. That was his prediction for the show.
I don't know if anybody can predict anything about that show when the last season was beginning of 2018. Like it was a minute ago.
Yeah. I mean, no, but this is like when it was on in 2018, season 2. He's like, I think it's gonna end with like Paperboy getting shot and killed. I was like, dang.
I don't even know how many. I know they got at least. They shot. I don't know. They finished shooting season 3. They're shooting season 4.
Yeah, they're
I don't know how
shooting
many seasons they got
at the same time.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I could see that. I could see that being because it'll be kind of. They'll need something to kind of happen that's like a definite, like, all right, this is over, because if Paperboy gets killed, of course, Earn can't be a manager anymore. I could see it. I've never thought about that. I guess, yeah.
Well, the series starts with Paperboy shooting someone, or like they hint to it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, because he like, and then like he got in a car, and then it was like them, and they like drove off, and that's like how the series started. I think, or it's like you just hear some gunshots, and then he runs to the car, and then they skirt off.
Right.
Yeah. But
it's.
Go ahead, Jelani.
Oh no, I was just saying like it's. I feel like that's going to be more of a. I think Rick and Morty, they took off like a few years between their seasons too. I think it's going to become like more of a normal thing compared to, you're not in a streaming show era where before like the Fresh Prince, they couldn't take like a couple years off between seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just different times.
But I don't know, like Atlanta stuff is so. It lasts for so long. Like people are still posting clips from like season 2, season 1 and stuff. I feel like when you have a show like that has that longevity with it, it just kind of makes it so it gives you a little more leeway to have a little more freedom when you're creating it and stuff. What a cast and crew and stuff. Who is this?
They did. That's the co-crew. That's the director of the show.
No, that's Hero. No, this is Hero. I know who this is. Who is this next to Lakeith?
Oh, yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, my detector's off. Hold on.
Dr. Umar.
That is that Lakeith's girl or something, or his girl at the time or something. This is Stephanie Robinson. She's from Marietta. She's from like the other side, like the Lassiter side and stuff like that, the Walton side.
Okay.
Tyree, and then Donald's brother Steven, and then Zazie, Hero, and then Lakeith, and I don't know who this is.
Anonymous white woman.
Right.
Anonymous white woman. I'm really interested in who this is because it's like, I don't know. It's like you would think the show was all black because that's what Stephanie said. They asked her like, what's different about this writing room and other writing room? She's like, everybody's black. Like literally everybody there. And then they said that about Issa Rae too on Insecure. Like all the directors and the writers room is all black. This is the episode.
You ever seen the Black Lady sketch show?
Yeah, I've seen a couple skits from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah, me neither.
That's like I didn't know if I would get in trouble for saying that, but
yeah. I'll say that's one show I saw. They had a scene where it was like supposed to be like a fight scene, and it was like they're running, and it was just a lot of stupid stuff. And then, like at the very end of the fight scene, how they ended it was like one girl like they both like as if they were punching, but then it's just like their fists just went like this, and then they was just like, "Whoo, girl, I'm tired." And I was just like, bruh, this is like y'all should have had at least one dude to tell you this is not a good fight scene. Yeah, you know, it ain't gotta be, you know, crazy, it ain't gotta be Max Payne. But I'm like, at least if you're gonna do it, make it funny. Like y'all could have added some special effects or something. It was literally just like them going like, all right. It's like, dang. I think that show is a good example of, you know, understand wanting to have, you know, something, you know, for us.
I was about to say that like Mo walking on eggshells right now.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But shoot, for real, like I feel I understand just, you know, the for us by us, but I just don't. I think that's what made it not funny. It was a lot of scenes. There was a lot of scenes that I was just like, I was thinking, I don't know. I felt like if there was somebody else of a different mindset there, then maybe it could have been a little better. But I feel like a lot of the jokes were just like those black women and their friends. And, you know, if you're not, even my girl, you know, my girl's a black woman and she didn't really find it that funny either.
I was about to say, what if it wasn't for you, Mo?
Nah, I mean, I just don't think it was funny, like in general. Like, so, but I mean, it had some good moments in there. But I just think it was just so like, because everybody from there is like from like just the same, they're very like-minded, which is nothing wrong, but it's just then now your show is going to be one way, you know?
And one-dimensional.
Exactly, you know, and as I said, it just with a little bit, it just could have been a little more funny because it had a lot of good concepts, a lot of good, like the skits ideas were good. It just, they weren't executed the way that I felt they could have been. But, you know, Black Girl Magic, you know, they got season 2. So it's a beautiful thing.
Shout out to the ladies, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Where do you think?
That's all I'm saying about that. Shout out to the black women. That's the rest of the one. The rest of that one out.
Where do you think Drewski goes from here? Like once I guess his sketches like aren't the hottest thing anymore, because you know everybody has a come up and everybody has like a coming down. Where do you think he kind of lands?
I think he's still coming up. You know, it's just a matter of finding a way to parlay his talent into something that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like clearly he has the ability to come from behind the scenes and do some stuff because you have to write these sketches out. Like people try to make it seem like, okay, yes, only 60 seconds, but you still have to write this dialogue and, you know what I mean, be the main character in these things. So if he can find something where they use his talents right, I mean, he could do something dope.
I think honestly, I don't know. I don't really see him like kind of crashing back down. And the reason I say that is because I think he, even without like skits, he's just a naturally funny person. Like those could have been records. Like those videos are his funniest videos.
Oh, his live, that is amazing. Like he brought back LMA this week.
Yeah.
Like no one was talking about LMA for real, for like a couple of years. She comes on Could Have Been Records. He makes the jokes about her being British. LMA's trending the next day.
Right. So you saying Drewski made LMA hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Da-do-da-do.
But nah, like that's why. But for real, I feel like with those lives and stuff, that shows like, oh, you just a naturally funny person. So I feel I don't know exactly where he's gonna go with this. I didn't really see the sneak. I've never really seen the sneaking with Drewski videos on YouTube. They just never really appealed to me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe like a sketch show one day. I could see him with like a good sketch show. You know.
So him maybe and, like what about a SNL, but more so like a Wild 'N Out?
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to mention Supreme Dreams, like Mark Phillips.
Yeah.
They got the funniest sketches. Like,
yeah, I was about to say him. I'm not worried about because he has a whole team. They're all funny, and then they do like always done longer form stuff, and then like below, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel Drewski, he kind of goes in the lane of the other guys, right? So the guy that went to Georgia State, what's his name? Desi Banks. Desi Banks and stuff like that, where they do like a lot of relatable stuff, and you laugh at it because it's so relatable. But with with Mark Phillips and them, those dudes, they go like layers of just like, this is really creative and good,
Mm-hmm. For real. I was going back and watching some of their older videos when it was like anime characters fighting in real life, or when like somebody used an anime character, whatever. And yeah, just all those videos for years, even going back to them, like they're just still super relatable and crazy funny. And yeah, I feel they gonna, they got a good. I'm waiting for them to get a show, like for real.
When it comes to stuff like that, it's just a matter of having the right production around it. Like if you know what I mean, like because you can have it could be the funniest written sketch and all that, but it's like if you don't, you'll have somebody, for example, like Supreme Dreams or Drewski or somebody like that. They might get a deal from, let's say, a Comedy Central or just a network in general. And then the network, for some reason, they'll want to take what these people do that's already worked, and they want them to switch it up or to fit into their format instead of just letting them do what they do that got them to the top in the first place. So if they could find something, like I said with Drewski, that makes sense on TV or Netflix, then yeah, I think they could do, way more than just Instagram and stuff like that and YouTube.
Yo, what is that bottom right picture?
I was looking at it, bro. I was about to blow it up, and then I was like, nah, I'm not going to do
that. All right.
Oh, I guess hey,
it's Ari $age, man. Ari $age. Supreme Dreams. Right. It's a playlist on SoundCloud. Check it out.
Is he an LGBT rapper?
It's the equality mix, or it might be himself, You. Oh my gosh! Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh dog! All right, here it goes.
Crime Side remix.
Like no homo, nigga. I'm the straightest nigga alive.
What is going on?
What do we just stumble upon?
Bro, I'm bad at
these plays, bro. Look at these plays.
Yo.
What did we just stumble upon?
Yo, he this Youngboy. Bro, what is going on?
Man, that nigga's a fucking hoe, man. Man, he can suck on my fucking dick, man. Bitch ass nigga. Corny ass nigga.
When does the beat drop?
It don't.
Man, Youngboy, bitch.
Oh my god.
On my dick. On my motherfucking dick.
All right, bro. All right.
I have so many questions, man. I don't know how we stumbled upon this, but here we are.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite episodes. Just like the journey.
I don't know what this episode. This was. I don't know how to describe it. So,
we went from Boosted to Supreme Dreams, the mixtape with 20 plays on each song, and the NBA Youngboy diss.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
This NBA
Youngboy. When this episode went left, like once we got to the point where we was looking up our high school talent show videos, it was like, okay, this is one of the episodes that's just strictly for us because, yeah, man, hey, the 1 a.m. podcast is a unique experience.
Yo, if anybody's watching this at this point, like beyond like my mom or something like that, you guys are like the realest people in the world.
Yo, your mom watch your podcast?
I don't know. She used to watch all my stuff, but like I upload so much, like she probably can't keep up with it.
Right. I ain't gonna catch. She probably seen at least one episode because she probably saw like the thumbnail like us.
Yeah.
It was like, what them boys talking about?
These are the episodes when we look back on like 10 years from now when we all famous and successful. That
right.
Like, damn, like we was really doing this at a Friday night, just talking about high school talent show videos.
That Supreme Dreams mixtape with the Youngboy diss, I ain't gonna lie, that was like a gold mine and a random.
I'm going back and listening to that just off the track list. Like that was crazy. He had a song that was just called AIDS. Like no other description. No, like damn.
Jelani, you listen to FBF Pac-Man?
I've heard some of the songs. I heard the song Sada Baby, a couple other songs. Yeah.
He be snapping.
No, he could rap. That's the funny thing. Right, he can actually rap.
Facts.
Are we back to Ari Sage?
Yeah.
All
right.
I just wanted to look at the track list.
Ass and pussy, test your luck. AIDS, just straight up.
Big booty hoes.
Obama.
Just off the strength of these titles, I'm going back and listening to this just to hear these songs.
Obama.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all peeped on the intro. He got the cover of two dudes kissing, and then on the intro, straightest nigga alive.
He tried to give you the, hey, I know y'all saw the cover, but just so you know.
Yo, this is hilarious. Chopper flow.
I came on the wall.
Yo,
that cover photo is crazy.
No,
that profile pic.
Okay, bro. Like this. Yeah, bro. He's got 36 followers, following 72.
This dude doesn't even know he's the topic of a podcast right now. He has no clue that we.
Joe Biden Part 2. He got a song called. He got a Joe Biden Part 1. Oh, I got it. Yeah.
He active though. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he grinding.
And he produced a song. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. The YouTube dropout.
Nah, that's somebody else. He
retweeted it. They got 12 plays. Dang.
Light-skinned white people.
I want to hear this.
Yeah.
Beat by dude.
Yo, click on the white people.
Hey man, you know what the fuck going on, man. Yeah.
You're definitely recording these songs on his phone.
White people. White people. White people. White people. White people. White people.
Yeah.
White people. White people.
Smell like dogs. They smell like dogs. Wet dog.
People. White people. White people. White people. White people. White people. White people.
Right, he did.
That's literally the entire song is to just say white people.
Wait, hold on. You want me to skip a minute?
Oh, no, I want to hear it.
Okay.
White people. White people. White people. White people. I'm talking about the extremely light people. The niggas that be flying kites kind of people. The niggas with more rights kind of people. White people. White people. White people. White people. The niggas that be wearing tights kind of people. Always trying to start a fight kind of people. I got a few white homies, all of them cool. They really love hiking and going to the pool. The names are Dylan, Maxwell, Gregory, and Abdul. Wait, that's not a white name. Shit, I'm a fool. Yeah, that shit is really lame. I do lean. It's good for the brain. I got me a K. I'm finna pull the trigger like every filthy, stupid motherfucking nigga.
All right, that's a turn.
Wait a minute. Fuck. Haha, stupid ass bitches. You can't fucking cancel me, nigga. The fuck, nigga. Hey.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know what just happened, man. I don't know how we how we got here, but we here now.
Look at the cover art for Light Skin.
I'm stuck on Beat by Dude, produced by Dude.
Oh, you want to hear? I want to hear.
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
I'll give Ari his plays on my personal time.
Yo.
Hey, scroll up though.
Oh, you said scroll down?
Scroll up.
Scroll up.
Go to the side.
But,
to the
what you
other
mean?
side. Like scroll up over there. It was a song that I was looking at.
Well, like this way?
Nah. Go back up. Green sucks. Go up. Like all the way up.
Okay. It was on like his likes.
Oh, there you go. Oh, featuring Young Jew. Oh yeah.
No.
My bad. I saw like
I ain't even taking the chance with that one.
Well, yeah, they gonna shut down all our stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah,
but like you guys said, like a dude with like 5-4 plays, he's definitely not thinking like some random people like just pulled it up during the podcast and gave him an entire segment of promotion.
Hey, if you hear this, go ahead and follow us on the gram, follow us and retweet our podcast. We give you a little promo.
We really need a TikTok. Like if we could work our way up to get in like the thing is we have to work our way up to afford like an intern or something like that to like watch our entire episodes and clip it, then put it on TikTok, because that's the thing. It's like no one is gonna. I mean, I know I don't have the time to be listening to our full 3 hours and then clip stuff for TikTok and stuff like that,
Nah, you know what? And this is like an off-air conversation, but we towards the end of the podcast, so I have it here. I'll know like when we having certain conversations, like I'll mark off like certain points in my head of like funnier moments that we had during the podcast to try to like remember, like when I go back to like when I post a clip or whatever. So yeah, we should probably have a Twitter page and a TikTok page.
Okay, cool. We'll do TikTok. Hey, 1 a.m. TikTok coming soon. We gonna shout out. Hold on. Hey, we adopting this dude right now. We signing you right now to 1 a.m. Records. Ari Savage or Ari Sage or Ari X, $age. Whatever your name is, we about to sign you, bro. So welcome to the label. Full 360, man. The 1 a.m. label, man. You the first artist from Boston. Shout out to Massachusetts. Shout out to Boston. Shout out to white people. White people.
I came on the wall. All right, yeah, we get our buddy paid.
Yo, how did this come up on like Supreme Dream? He didn't have more pictures for this to be like to come up on the 4th row of his Google image search. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, man. I guess is there anything else before we sign off here?
We doing parting shots?
Yeah, we can.
All right, I'll go ahead and go first. So my parting shot is for Country Wayne. He was just on what is it called? The Breakfast Club. And he did an interview as his alter ego, Drip. He got an EP that's about to drop with Zaytoven. And so, yeah. And yeah, bro, like he was just talking about his situation. So I kind of he made me way more of a fan. Like I already liked him as, his comedy on YouTube, me on IG, but he was just talking about how like he was very open and honest and just talking about how at the beginning of the pandemic, he was down to his last $13K. he was like, yeah, because, you know, he got 9 kids. He said he had 7 kids by the time he was 22.
Youngboy.
Yeah, but
it all comes back to NBA Youngboy. That's the title.
Right. But yeah, it was a dope interview. Y'all get a chance to go check it out. But yeah, he'll just like, you know, people be really be trying to flex, and he had this one line in there that was just so good. He said the issue he was telling people, you know, he doesn't fake it when it's like if he's down, you know, and it's like, you know, hey man, like I ain't got it right now. He is talking about how God can bless you when you in those moments, because in those moments when you act like you got it when you don't, because you're gonna act like you already had it. You know, so it's just in a sense you just gotta be real and be honest, you know, not only with yourself, with the people around you, but
so you're saying being humble pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. You know, like, yeah, don't be out here trying to make it seem like, yeah, like I'm good no matter what the situation is. It's sometimes, you know, if you down, you know, and so that leaves you opportunity to receive your blessing. So it's something he spoke about, and it was just a great interview overall, like super funny throughout the whole thing. So I definitely go check it out. And yeah, shout out to Country Wayne. Shout out to Drip. Oh, bro. Last thing. And he got a song called I Can't Be Your Russell Wilson, but I Can Be Your Future. Yeah, I was like, that's a bar.
My parting shot. I don't really have like a real parting shot this week. I would just say I noticed like the prices of certain items that didn't used to be expensive are getting a lot more expensive. Fitted cap prices are gotten like very ridiculous at this point. Like it's fitted caps going for hundreds of dollars now. I remember when you could get a fitted cap for like $25, $30 at one point. Right. So yeah, that's my parting shot. Joe Biden, do something about the fitted cap prices. Step in, regulate them. You know, whatever you got to do, man. We need you, Joe.
Facts. Do you watch the No Jumper podcast?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
They watching that show made me realize like how big the hat like game is really getting, because they talk about how they get all these custom hats made, and you know, people will be sending them all these crazy hats and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I'm seeing that, you know, it used to be you have your nice little fitted, you know, like I'll say back with y'all remember when everybody was rocking the Tisa?
I remember Tisa era. Definitely remember Tisa era.
Yeah, with the snapbacks and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like during that time, you know, people were kind of, you know, getting real creative with the hats and whatnot. But now, like, they've really gone up about the hats. Like, people getting all these different designs put on them. And like you said, the prices of just a regular new era fitted is like going up like crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, bro, that's crazy.
My parting shot, I thought about this earlier this week. It was, I think Lil B just came across like my timeline or something like that. And I thought about it, you know, how Soulja Boy is getting all these interviews and stuff like that, and how Soulja Boy's really had a resurgence recently and stuff. And, you know, I just remember probably like in 2013, it was like an accepted thing on the internet to be like, Soulja Boy and Lil B really created this entire generation. Like that was a thing that everybody kind of agreed on the internet. And now I feel like it's kind of drifted away from that, with Soulja Boy being relevant again. And it's just kind of like Soulja Boy started all, and you know, that's one of his things. Of, I was the first rapper to do that. I was the first rapper to do this. So I feel like in that, people have forgotten kind of like how influential Lil B was. So I just wanted to shout out Lil B, tell him he's appreciated, and thank him for all his contributions to hip hop.
Thank you, Bass God.
Thank you, Bass God.
Thank you, Bass God. With that, we sign off. Everybody go around, give your socials so we can get out of here.
Twitter _Jelani, JELANI, 2 underscores at the end.
Find me on IG, Twitter at RBMo __. Find me on all streaming platforms as Mo Knows. And Free Youngboy.
Free Youngboy, you know what I'm saying?
And Darius Miles.
And Darius. Oh, that's a good one. And Darius Miles. Head Knuckle Gang. But you know, ShawMelvin.com. You can follow me on Twitter at What Are You Gonna Do with Kennedy Carter. We're still waiting to see what you are going to do with Kennedy Carter. Until next time, this is the road to 2K subs. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this on all streaming platforms. 1 a.m. podcast, the greatest random podcast of all time.